out mine. There it is. Hold on to this all night. It's got a lot of information for me. Okay. All right, we would like if you would please silence your cell phones and all technology during the concert event. And if you need to come and leave, come and go, I should say, try to do it in between numbers. We are professionally recording this night's concert, and so we would like cooperation from the audience as much as possible, so we get a really good recording of this night's concert. The kids have worked really hard on a lot of this music. There's a lot of music to be played tonight. So, without further ado, the beginning band, under the direction of Mr. Summerhays, will present you their concert.
We'd now like to recognize some of the tremendous students that we've had the chance to teach this year for their outstanding effort and musicianship. As we read your names, go ahead and come on up and we'll hand you a certificate. They don't even know that this is happening, so it's kind of a cool surprise. When we read your names, go ahead and come on up and you can shake our hands and we'll hand you your certificate and go back to your seat, okay? We'll start with the woodwinds. Okay? The first outstanding musician is Valerie Huck. Lexi Geller.
Lexi!
Jaciel Flores. Hayden Delaney. Connor Kaiser.
All right. Connor's just going to have to stand here for a second because he's that good. Congratulations, Connor. George Hawkins. Zaji Brown. Rebecca Vandenhol. Congratulations. Jacob Burns. Hayden Reinbold. Aaron Thomas. Emmanuel Yanis. Good job. Christopher Hartley. And Matthew Fasani.
Let's give him one more round of applause. Our last big hurrah for band this year for grades 6 through 8 is coming up soon. On the last day of school, June 5th, the older kids know that this is coming, they're looking forward to it. On June 5th, we have our annual main event party to celebrate the year. Okay, we really encourage the students to come, but it is not mandatory. This is definitely an optional event. School ends early that day, so after the early out, the students go home, and then we just ask that you drop them off at 2 and pick them up at 5. Mr. Anderson and I have to get back to the school after that to finish off the year for what we have to do, so it's very important that you're on time picking them up. But it's a great event. We have a wonderful time there, and it's a great time to reminisce on the great year that these students have had in their musical achievements. So watch for the flyer to come home about that. Make sure that your students have their band fees paid so that they qualify to attend. We really appreciate your cooperation in that. Thank you very much.
As you know, two of these pieces that we played tonight, one of which we just played, Enchantment, and the one we're about to play, we performed at Sandy Lake. Then we had several rehearsals, and students had to, before they were allowed to go to Sandy Lake, they had to pass off a number of objectives on their instruments. And so when we went to Sandy Lake, the judges, the three judges, gave us a composite score of a first division, which simply means we got the highest score we could have gotten from these judges. So let's give them a round of applause. These are the students that went to Sandy Lake. So, I want to thank parent chaperones that made all of our trips possible and all of our events, even tonight, possible. I want to thank Shannon Stellman and Ms. De La Cruz, Blanca De La Cruz, for doing our a lot of Lakeview behind-the-scenes things for the band program. And I'd like to thank the high school staff for sponsoring this event for us and providing the equipment we need on the stage. And I'd like to thank our administration. Ms. Robertson's here today. Thank you, Ms. Robertson, for being here. All we have left in the year as far as goals for our band program, the students have auditions. All the students in our band program will have a final end-of-the-year chair test or placement, so to speak, whether they're doing band or not next year. We hope they all are, of course. But that final achievement will be starting at the beginning of next week. And then all beginning students have been working on solos, most of which are found on page 38 in their book. And so we're going to perform those in class near the end of the year for each other. So we're going to do all these things for each other in class assessments, which they're used to doing. They've been doing assessments all year in class for each other. So we're going to do that before the year winds down. So I want to thank you again for attending tonight, and we're going to finish out our part of the program. At the end of the concert, we're going to have a little short photo op where we kind of have them stand up row by row. You might get a quick glimpse of your child at that time.